He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. And this is another edition of Car Conversations on Jay Lee's Corner. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. This is the late review for Seeking Sister Wife, The Wedding, which came on last week. And it's been on my DVR. You want to know why? Because it was 2 hours. And I told y'all, most shows, when it's 2 hours, I don't feel like watching it or reviewing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I took this long. But I know the reunion show came on last night. So before I watched the reunion show, I had to watch the wedding special or whatever. So anything that may have been revealed in the wedding special, in the reunion, I will not talk about today. Probably tomorrow. I'm trying to play catch up with some stuff. So hopefully y'all, will watch this. If not, I said what I said. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and back on my whole J-Bag. Dun, 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 and all that good shit. I'm trying to change that all the time. And to like, comment, and share this video. So the wedding special came on again 2 weeks ago. The Snowdens were getting married. So that was Dimitri, Ashley, and Vanessa. Who, that's the black couple. Now, I wonder if they gonna try to make the Snowdens a whole, show. Because I feel like, TLC do these sister wives and they do these shows all the time. So I would not be surprised if they weren't trying to get a whole new crop of people to watch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said last season and this season that the Snowdens were the most entertaining couple of last season's cast of Seeking Sister Wife and this season as well. Honestly, the other three families, nothing really happened at all. It was the whole season was kind of the Snowdens. It really, really was. So I'm not surprised they got their own wedding special. So yeah. It was 2 hours again. I don't think it was bad that it was 2 hours. I'm not going to say it did not need to be 2 hours. I get why it was 2 hours. But at the same time, it could have been like an hour and 15 minutes. But they had all them commercials. And they was, just adding little stuff in. The shopping stuff and all that. So, the wedding thing picks up. It's been like 2 or 3 months since he proposed. So it's about 2 or 3 months. They in the house now. They got their little new role. So Dimitri be up and around there working. They was like, Vanessa be, cooking breakfast, and Ashley be getting the kids together and stuff. So those are kind of their roles in it or whatever. So I'm like, well, okay. And Vanessa says how she feels like she's found her way, and they getting a little system down or whatnot. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So each person's mom is coming to town. We see, so Dimitri, what's weird is, even though Dimitri and Ashley been together for like 9 years, she's never met his mom, and their families have never met. And I'm like, that's very weird. I was very surprised about that. So I was like, oh, okay. So the first time that Ashley met his mom was at the same time that Vanessa met the mama. So Dimitri's mom met Ashley, Vanessa, and his children all at the same time. I'm like, after 9 years? I said, girl, okay. I don't know if they meant in person, because, you have some, technology these days. I'm like, she had to have at least talked to her over the phone, did a FaceTime. I get if they ain't met in person, but that was making it seem as if they hadn't met at all. And that's just weird in my opinion. But whatever. So we see that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't none to it or whatever. You know, they kind of all just have to get to know each other. Let's say that. We seen, we know that Vanessa's mom had already met Dimitri. Either speed up or slow down, bitch. Which one you gonna do? Because I'm gonna get over regardless. Okay, thank you. So, when Dimitri had already met Vanessa's mom. So Vanessa's mom then met Ashley. It was, Vanessa's mom happens to be white. Her father's black. The mom was fine. The mom is open-minded too. The mom, like, I raised my daughter to be a free thinker and to do for herself. And so if this is what she wants, it's fine. Even though it ain't what I would do, it's not how I raised her in the aspect of relationship stuff or whatever. But I've always raised her to be a free thinker. So I kind of get her in doing what she's doing. It is what it is. So I think she's the parent who's the most open to it. We would have assumed that Dimitri mama was, considering he had this whole thing because he wanted a whole village or whatever. But she was like, I didn't raise him to be, to do this, and it's not our lifestyle or whatever. He got older and just kind of adapted to it, I guess. But his mom wasn't like opposed to it. She was like, what I'm saying, she was kind of quiet. She was like, it ain't my cup of tea or whatever. So when they all then meet up with Ashley's mom, who we know don't like it. I don't share, and I wasn't raised that way. I'm a God-fearing Christian, and one man and one woman and one wife and one husband, her whole thing, and that was her belief. And so she, even after all these years, and even though Dimitri has met and spent time with her mama, that mama, as the mama still, she wasn't with it. So they go to like the wedding dress, because Vanessa, who was marrying Dimitri as a sister wife, what we find out is that him and Ashley actually never got married legally. They're not legally married because they said they didn't want to have any issues, probably legally. Because if you marry one person, you can't marry somebody else. And because that he wants multiple wives, their marriage, he isn't legally married to anybody. So technically, he's still single, okay? I mean, he's in a committed spiritual relationship, yes. But on paper, he's single. On paper, you know what I'm saying? And I do wonder, like, do y'all have any, like, prenuptial type agreements? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he leave y'all high and dry? Like, is there any guarantees that he gon', that's what I would worry about. So hopefully that's discussed in some kind of way. Especially how he, the wives don't work, he take care of home. You know what I'm saying? He financially is responsible for the whole family. What is great that he can afford it and live in California. I'm like, he must make some money. But I do wonder, like, what kind of agreements they have. But I got distracted. But yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, they not leaving me. So the wedding is going to be, because Ashley and Dimitri also never had any kind of ceremony, like an actual any kind of wedding. So the wedding is going to be a double type wedding, where he'll renew his commitment to Ashley and then he'll marry Vanessa. And so I said, oh, I gotta share my wedding? Okay, bitch. I would have said we could have two of them. I mean, like on two separate days. No. Oh, I would have said something like that. But, it is what it is. So they go get fitted for their dresses. They're gonna both wear dresses. Even though the dresses are the same color, they're made differently. Ashley said her dress was more of like a, high priestess or not high priestess, like a matriarchy type thing. And she's like, because that's kind of her style. And Vanessa's style, it was like, a whimsical pixie or something. I said, well, that kind of makes, it did fit it fit them well. I didn't really like Ashley's dress. I felt like it was too much fabric in the wrong places. But that's kind of how she dressed, so I get it. And Vanessa's stuff, I'm like, it was like a swimsuit with some fabric on it, but it was cute. But I'm like, it's like a swimsuit, so but whatever. They loved it, so I liked it, and it was what it was. So we see the mamas talking when they were, getting their dresses and whatnot. And for the most part, Vanessa's mom was again the one who was most open about it. And just sound like I didn't raise her to do that, but I raised her to be a free thinker. And you know, they are kids, we have to love them regardless. And so, you know what I'm saying, even though we, you know, we old school, like that ain't how we was raised, but you know, it's what they doing and we have to love it anyway. Dimitri mom kind of was like, oh, okay. Like, again, she didn't say much about it, period. Like, she didn't say yes or no. Her thing was, it's still not what I would do, but, you know, I ain't gonna say too much. And again, Ashley's mom was like, you know, that wasn't how I was raised. I'm a Christian. I don't know. I still ain't with it. I don't know about it. Why the fuck are you driving so fast? Why you... Yeah, slow the fuck down, bro. So, Ashley's mom again was just saying how she still don't know, she don't know how to process it. She's like, I still don't know how to process it because it's still like a man with 2 wives. I don't get it. Like, I don't share. I don't get it. We like, mama, we get it. We get that you don't get it. It's fine. So, bastard. That was the car was behind me speaking. So we have that. You know, we do see they have like a goddess party, which is like the bachelorette party or whatever. And so it's all the females together from both of their sides or whatever, not the Dimitri's people. And because Dimitri's mom and Dimitri's sister was there. I always be going off when I'm doing stuff. Was there. Now, at the little goddess party, it was crazy because the questions they started asking was kind of, in my opinion, it was inappropriate. Because like, I think Dimitri's sister asked, like, well, are y'all gonna have more kids? Is y'all gonna add more wives? If that's what's gonna happen, like, and all that stuff. And I liked how they kind of nipped it all in the bud and was like, we together, it is what it is. Yes, we may have other people. Oh, this is a regular message. Yeah, we may get a third wife because that may be what we're gonna do. And, you know, it's all about building, you know, our village and everything. And when Ashley said, oh, so we gonna have more wives because it just builds our community. And that way, like, while Dimitri's working, and, you know, maybe if I'm working, and at that point in time, Vanessa with the kids, another wife can then come in and do house stuff, and Vanessa can then go out and work or do whatever else. And the one sister said, that's like a pyramid scheme. I said, oh, not a pyramid scheme, girl. I said, who say a pyramid scheme? I'm like, a pyramid scheme? And she was like, it's like a pyramid. Oh, is it going down to one lane? Oh, so I should have came up with the other street. I don't know why they called all this stuff off. Y'all just redid the freeway. But the sister says it's like a pyramid scheme to where one person has to bring in somebody else in order for somebody else to make money. I say, girl, which made Vanessa mad that it was her sister who asked the question. So Vanessa was upset and just said, like, look, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was meant to be here. Like, when I did before, I didn't think about this, and since I've been with them, like, my whole idea has changed, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy and just be happy for us. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then seeing how open and whatever Vanessa was, that made Ashley's mama say, you know what? I get it. I get why. I hope we can come up here. I get why y'all together. I get it. It makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You're genuine. You do love them or whatever. So it made Ashley's mama, you know, come around, which I guess is a good thing because before she wasn't around like that. So, you know, that's good. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. But still, it was weird where people was asking questions that were just like, it was just crazy, but whatever. They got over it. Then Vanessa's sister kind of cornered Ashley and was asking her, like, well, because they then had like a pre-wedding, like the pre-wedding dinner, whatever it's called. They had that, and Vanessa's sister kind of cornered Ashley and was asking Ashley, what does and it wasn't the sister that we met before. We met the two sisters before. This is her oldest sister. So the older sister say, you know, what does my sister get out of this? Like, you have it all. Like, what does she get out of being here? And then Ashley was like, you know what I'm saying? I I'm not, like, she's like, I've done everything I need to do, like, she's well taken care of or whatever she said, but she didn't like how the sister kind of cornered her. So that was like a little bit of drama or whatever. I'm looking like, people do have questions, like, they don't know what's going on. So I get the questions they have, the timing and the the approach of it be off-putting. But I will say, with me watching the episode, I felt like I would never be in a polygamous relationship. Like, that's not for me. I at all. But seeing the way Dimitri and Ashley and Vanessa interact, I get for them that works. I do feel like for some odd reason, Vanessa was meant to be there for them, because she do seem happy. She do seem content, and minus sharing penis, it's a whole community. Minus sharing the penis, I get it. I get that. The only part that I couldn't do is sharing the man. But I get how they trying to build this village of whatever. It's just with one man. I do wonder what would happen if they had more wives and wanted to bring in another husband. At that point, it's like an orgy, but I don't know. But I get it. I get what they are trying to do. I just wouldn't do it. And some of the other, like the Aldrises, the McGees, the Winders, I don't get they shit. They shit seem weird, and I don't know if they shit seem weird because their wives don't seem like sister wives. I think that maybe was different for me. I think in this early stage of the Snowdens, that Ashley and Vanessa do seem friendly. They do seem to get along, and there seem to not be many issues, and they seem to genuinely be like friends. And with the other families, the wives seem like they don't even like each other. So for me, I'm looking like, how y'all sister wives and y'all don't get along? Like, in those cases, it seemed like the man just got two wives, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I feel like Dimitri, Vanessa, and Ashley seem to be the actual village. I'll say that. So, what else happened? Well, nothing really. Then they got married. They got married. The sister, it was a nice little ceremony. It was one of his friends did the ceremony, where she first, Ashley walked down the aisle with the priestess lady was singing some little song, and then Dimitri walked down the aisle carrying a big water basin type of bowl, because he was going to wash their feet to make, because whatever his religion is, or his thing is, his tradition is, that's why they're not married, and that's why they put the bracelet on the leg and not a ring. It's all these different things, and a part of it is he washes their feet to symbolize taking new steps with your new bride. So he washed two women's feet with two, with one walk. I don't know. They use the same water. I can't remember, but he can't be reusing that water. Anyway, so she walked down first. They renewed, and then so she went and sat down, and then Vanessa came and she walked down. So she walked down herself. It was still two separate ceremonies. They both had their own time to be whatever. The only person, Dimitri didn't walk down the aisle twice. He walked down the aisle once. And when Ashley walked down the aisle, I think Dimitri was already. When Ashley walked down first, and then Dimitri came down. But for Vanessa, Dimitri was already there. Cool. So again, cute little ceremony, whatever. And then they had a little reception or whatever. And Dimitri's sister was acting stupid because she was upset that she didn't spend more time with her brother like she thought she would. And so she was like, I don't want, I can't talk to you. It's always cameras around. And so I'm like, I guess she forgot that she was on the goddamn TV show. Because that's really what it was, a TV show. So when she, everybody else get up and dance, it's a wedding reception, and Dimitri she's like not happy. So he goes to check on her, like, what's up, what's wrong, what's going on. she like, I want to talk to you, but I can't. And he like, what about what? Because he's confused. He like, what's going on? Because she's not saying shit besides, I want to talk to you, but I can't. And he like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on or whatever? And she's like, oh, do the cameras follow you? Are y'all really here again? I'm like, bitch, yes, it's a TV show. Yes. So he said in the confessional, what I realized later on, what I found out later on, was that she was upset that we didn't get to spend brother-sister time together like she thought we would. And so that made her upset that we didn't get that. She didn't realize that, that wouldn't happen. We then see how she kind of gets mad because the cameras, I can't believe and she, let's go. I'm like, who the fuck are you yelling at? And why are you yelling? It was a scene that did not need to be had at a wedding reception, point to the blank to the period, because she was upset. So when they see her yelling, Vanessa and Ash like, what's wrong? So they go to check on to see what's going on. And then she outside yelling again and again. They're like, you being rude, you being... And she was. It was rude and disrespectful. And to me, she's like, this is my wedding. It's my day. What's your problem? Because again, she wouldn't say whatever she wanted to say because she didn't want to say it on camera. And it's easy to say, I thought we would have spent more time together, but you too busy with your wives. But Vanessa and Ashley both say, none of them had like a lot of one-on-one time to spend with their families because they were planning a wedding and doing wedding shit. And usually doing weddings, those last 2 days, you don't spend time with your family. It's you doing shit. So I was like, girl. So they said, they'll fix it later. Get me a flight home. Get me back to the hotel. I'm leaving. Well, bye, bitch. Well, bye. Is what I would have said. Well, bye, bitch. Well, bye. So she ended up leaving, and they just said that they'll get it, they'll handle it later. They all family. They're not gonna let it care. They may not fix it today. It may take them a minute to get it situated, but they going to deal with it in one way or the other. And I'm like, well, where the fuck is the Sonic? Am I tripping? Oh, it's at 60 miles. I thought it was up here, but I might be going crazy. Anyway, so now they married. So the big to-do, that what they kept showing in the preview, like, oh, what's a big thing? It was just his sister being upset that they didn't get to spend brothers time together, and that was really it. And now they married. Boom. End of the show. So that's my review of the wedding. The whole 2 hours done in 22 minutes. And I will talk to y'all later. I'm finna go to Sonic and get me a bag of ice because I don't have ice trays that I like to use in my house because I want the good ice from Sonic. These cars don't know what the fuck they want to do. They going from side to side. They're going to cause an accident. But I will talk to y'all later. Have a good evening. Peace.
He's like love, love, love.